Yo, alright. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue doing the excuse me, second part of the unterminated string constant. So we did this guy, unterminated string. However, the reason is we got only, oops. Excuse me. We only got to do it with a newer version of the we only did it with a new version of Node, which only gave us a newer which didn't give us the code error name in the same language as we got in ChatGPT. Sorry. So we're trying to find that error. We want to recreate it because we want to try to get the exact same. Our goal is to recreate the error correctly. Excuse me. Solve it and report it. Oops. Sorry. Hello. Alright. Sorry about that. Okay, so gotcha. The command you ran is for the Linux Mac shells, not PowerShells. Alright. That's probably why. Okay, we'll do WSL. Alright. Now it ran. Okay, hold up. Something's off. Alright. Curl? Really? Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright. Alright, doesn't seem like it's there. Sudo apt update. Yeah. Alright, so we got this thing. Sudo apt install curl-y. Alright, let's go. Alright, so now it's being installed. This is a good thing. Clear. Alright, so now it should install. Let's go. Let's go now. Let's go. Alright, so now it seems like it installed. Let's try nvm. Alright, we need to resource it. nvm. Alright, seems like it installed. Alright, nvm ls node. Alright. That's right. Write that down. nvm ls remote list all versions of node. Dang, that's crazy. All right. All right. All right. So node v. All right. Seems like that's pretty simple. All right. Let's try to see if that works. We're gonna run. Oops. Sorry. Hello. Okay. Node unterminated string unexpected token. It's interesting. Okay, let x equals valid. All right, so let's try to see nvm ls remote. Let's see what's the oldest version. All right, let's just try to do IOJS. Okay. All right. Oops. nvm install. Okay. nvm use 1.0.0. All right. Node v. Okay. Seems like that's pretty straightforward. Node let x equals hello. Let x equals hello. Okay. Clear. Okay. Node equals terminated string. That's cool. Block scope declaration. Oh, that's funny. It seems like they didn't even have those back then. Back when they didn't they didn't allow these versions. They didn't even. It seems like they didn't even have let yet. Unexpected token and illegal. All right, let's ask what version. Okay, what version of Node will give you the unterminated string versions though? The unterminated string constant error has existed in every version of Node, from the least of 0 4 excuse me. The wording of the message might slightly depend on the V8 version. Old version might space it token illegal instead. So how to trigger it though? What version? All right. So 8. It's funny. All right, so we're gonna try to install 8 nvm remote as remote. Okay. Eight point zero zero. Okay, let's do 8.1.1. Okay. nvm install 8.1.1 nvm use 8.1.1. Okay. Node version. Okay, let's go. So, all right, let's try to see if this works. Invalid unexpected token. All right, let's try to do let greet equal hello. Oh, dang it. Alright, we're gonna ask this, why is that not working? Yo. Sorry. This is 8.1.1 and it's showing still an unexpected token instead of unterminated string constant. What's up with this do? Yep, that's exactly because your node, which is older version, which uses back then V8 didn't have friendly oriented yet. Why? Okay, fine. 18, we'll do 18. nvm nvm install 18. All right, and nvm use 18. Okay, nvm version, wait, node version, fine. All right, okay, let's try terminated string. Still, we're not able to get this thing for some reason. Trying to figure out how to recreate this error. Good catch. Your output makes sense. On node 13 only shows up on newer versions, so the exact wording depends on the 8 version. What to do if you want unterminated wording? Check your V8 version. Yep, that explains it. Yeah. Okay, your node 18.20.8 is running version V8 10.2, and in that V8 version, the parser still uses generic. The switch to the more specific happened in newer the ones bundled in 20 plus in 2022. Okay, fine. Maybe 22 is already installed though. Oops. All right. All right, let's go. nvm install 22. Okay. nvm use 22. Node v. All right, let's try. Dang it. Still it doesn't work. So even in node 22.20.18.0, you're still seeing syntax error invalid instead of syntax unterminated string. This means the more descriptive wording hasn't landed in the V8 build that ships with your 22.18.0. The change must be in an even newer V8 release, likely one that will be bundled. So at the moment, V8 node version, node wording you're getting, future. Yeah. Let's see what you got. Great. Let's dig into when exactly the error wording changed in V8 and by extension. What we know, Node.js uses V8 and the JS engines. The phrasing unterminated string context appears in environments like Edge, but not for browsers, not Node specifically. Interesting. So how would you generate it? Is it mainly on the front side then? Trying the exact phrasing. Alright, let's try this error, for example, in HTML interpreter. Alright, real-time HTML editor. Alright. Script. You know what? Let's try running it. File index.html. Alright. H1 unterminated string script. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, we wanna index. Wanna run, start debugging, Chrome, terminated string. Alright, now we wanna look into the console. Still, dang, that's crazy. Expected token. Alright, maybe it works in Microsoft Edge. Expect. Computed. Unexpected token. Alright. Let's see if this works. Syntax error. Still in the browser, it says oops. Still in the browser, it says this. Also, if you just do hello. No. Alright, so we're really trying to find this error and recreate it For some reason, it's not popping up. Yep, that's expected. You're testing in Chrome V8 in V8 wording for a broken string. So both Node and Chrome and Edge, Microsoft Edge will say that if you write hello, no closing tag, V8 reports the same error message. Nothing's wrong on your end. If you specifically wanted the unterminated wording, use one of these. Quick ways to get unterminated message. Open the same HTML in Firefox. Okay, let's see. Firefox. All right, let's see. Okay, unterminated string, inspect strings, uncaught string literals contains unescaped line breaks. Let's try this. Very interesting. Different error messages across different browsers, you guys. Different error messages across different browsers. Exactly. This confirms mentioned earlier. On constant active, val or unexpected token. If you want to terminate in your error master series, you'll need to run the same broken code through one of these. Those tools have their own parser code. Okay. So how to install those? Are they parsers? Yes. They read JS code and abstract syntax tree and build an abstract. They're super easy to install. Alright, fine. From your project folder. Sorry. Install Acorn as per. Let's try with Babel. Alright, Babel will also give you its own parser error wording, which can differ from the V8. Alright, let's just try with these guys. Make a package JSON if you don't have one. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna make this folder terminal WSL clear npm init.y. Okay. npm install acorn s prima. Okay. Create a broken.js file, run it. npx acorn unterminated string.js. Alright, let's see. npx s prima unterminated string error. Hey! Oh, dang it. Ah. Didn't you say you will get unterminated string constant though if you write this though? Yes, but only from parser tools. Right now you have this. Alright, let's try this. Hey, there it is. Seems like that's... It seemed like it gave that error right now. Unterminated string constant. There you go. That's it. Alright. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hey. Alright. Alright, so... Exactly. The reason I can't give you the big JSON is because your code is already fixed. Layers probably has a closed string valid JavaScript because you're boasting like this. Alright, fine. This is the Acorn parser. And node has exactly. But it's not written by the Node team from scratch. Here's what's going on. How Node.js V8 engine. Node.js is basically a wrapper around the V8 engine. Same. It has its own parser that reads your JS code. Alright, you guys. So we were able to generate the error correctly. We needed to install the Acorn parser, run it with the Acorn, and excuse me. That's how we were able to get it. How come there's so many different JS parsers though? Because JavaScript parser doesn't mean just one universal tool. It means that any program can read JS code and turn it to machine-readable structure. Different environments have different goals. JS parser built for Chrome, optimize executing quickly. SpiderMonkey parser and Firefox also uses for execution, but with different error wording. Interesting. Different people had different visions for JS. Alright, you guys. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, it seems like the parser, it's really what sorry. It's really what the organizations did to take the JavaScript and like make it their own. Like they saw like this movement. It was like, there's like back in the day there was like kendamas. So people there were like these little triangle things that you throw a ball on top of it and try to land it. People had different types. People put stickers on their kendamas. This guy, when it became a thing, people customized it. So, there's different. It seems like there's different just versions of JavaScript, and just people started like making their own. Like this, there's many parsers, and they give different errors. And so, if you want to generate this unterminated string error, that's how we do it. It's specifically that wording applies in the NPX Acorn ECMA 2020 unterminated, and when it's wrong, it will be giving that error. So let's regenerate one more time. Terminated string constant. When we fix it, we put that guy over there. Boom. We get the text completely back over here. Alright, you guys. Good job for those of you guys. If you were able to solve your errors, good job for those of you guys who stuck around, tried to recreate the error with us, and were able to solve it. Other than that, we'll see you guys with God's help in the next video. Alright. Peace. See you. Peace out. Peace.